Speakeasies are synonymous with the Prohibition era. They're the hidden away places where you could go get your illegal giggle water, maybe shake a tail feather or two. More importantly to us Prohibition gangsters, they sell the booze we produce, and they sell it for twice the amount we get from business owners. This is how we make our millions. The first one we come across is the backroom bootlegging operation. It only sells one type of booze, and it should obviously be the one that you produce, so that you can sell what you make. It gives you a steady income. While you focus on exploring the map and making friends, it will run without a manager. The first upgrade you should do is to improve it. That way it will bring you back some stoneware crocks, which you can use to make more booze. The second upgrade is to expand it. This will bring in more crocks, but more importantly, it sells two kinds of booze. By now you hopefully have a second production going. If you upgrade to expanded first, you can't then improve it to return crocks. You need to do them in order. Later in game you can use bootlegging ops as a way to generate free crocks, especially if you have a lot of spare first tier booze, and some buildings you don't know what to do with. The next level up is the corner speakeasy. It sells all the first tier alcohols, along with cigarettes and a second tier alcohol. You will find at least 4 different versions of this operation. Each sells booze in slightly different quantities and at slightly different intervals. This is where you start to make some real money. I like to arrange my operations so that they are near the speakeasy that they will supply. It cuts down on movement points needed for the automated routes. One first-tier operation can supply to speakeasies without much problem. Next is the small speakeasy, which sells second-tier booze. The basic version only sells the basic 4 and can't be upgraded. The others also sell 1/3 tier booze and any alcohols that are exclusive to the map or nationality you're playing. Plus you can upgrade it. This supper club in New York was upgraded from a small speakeasy. That's why it sells absinthe and amaretto. A supper club built from scratch usually doesn't sell map-specific booze. As standard it sells all second and third tier booze types. In Detroit you have the option to upgrade a small speakeasy to a supper club that sells Canadian whiskey. But don't do it. Go for the plain version. The Canadian whiskey one breaks the safe. But you won't know until the next time you try to open it. Been there, done that, got the headache. After the supper club you can go in 3 different directions to get to the top tier speakeasy. The first one is the dance hall. It sells a couple of 4th tier alcohols, spiced rum and cordials. The jazz club next, it sells aged whiskey and cordials as its 4th tier booze options. Last but not least, the fine dining restaurant. The 4th tier alcohols for sale here are champagne and gin. Cheers! All speaks of the same type have the same costs. All backroom bootleggers start at $1,000 plus 10 lumber, for instance. Corner speakeasies clock in at a pricier $5,000, with 20 lumber and 30 furniture. Going up to $7.5 grand for a small speakeasy. With 40 furniture and 40 lumber, you need to make sure you're constructing in a big enough building. A supper club costs $10,000 and 50 furniture. Upgrading from a small speakeasy is considerably cheaper. You can't build the final levels outright. You have to upgrade a supper club. The dance hall and jazz club are both $15,000. The restaurant is only $10,000. And all 3 cost 15 furniture. That's all for now. And remember, you can't be half a gangster.
Yeah, I know already.